For independent client Schutze, we are here for a kitchen, laundry room, primary bathroom, and hall bathroom measure today. This is going to be all the information that we do have. I'm just going to go over some of the existing plans here for you in just a second. But this is going to be the overall plans here that we do, along with some of the measurements that I'll be scanning in. This is the existing plans right now. That we did have, and as you can see, the design date, last design 5/15. This is going to be this plan here, which is going to be the wall, the sink wall inside of the kitchen. This is going to be the refrigerator wall inside of the kitchen with the range as well. This is going to be that hall bathroom that we were referring to, or just the bathroom itself. This is going to be the island, the front side of the island here. So we will also want to get a elevation of the side of the island, and this is going to be the master bathroom here. So we are looking at that, and this is going to be the laundry room elevation as well. So those are all of the elevations that we do have. Just a couple of notes that we did have here, a couple of things that we did talk about. We are actually going to be doing a three-quarter inch solid hardwood inside of this room over here. It's going to be assumed inside of all the rooms, possibly inside, and that's where that level is going to be. Right now we are on the subfloor, as you can see. So we're going to plan for 3/4 inch solid hardwood floors, 1/2 inch drywall, and 3-inch casework with 3/4 inch jambs going inside of the windows. So we do have the measurements for the rough openings, but we will have to do some math to go ahead and figure out the overall size for the windows, the doors, depending on what that casing is going to be. Now, one note to keep in mind is, as of right now, it is estimated to be a 3-inch casing. This casing may change. We were looking at casing, or the homeowners were looking at casing anywhere from 3 inches up to 5 1/4 of an inch. So we will need to have that confirmed prior to ordering the cabinet so that we can make sure we have enough space over here. Now, talking with one of the contractors that were here, this spacing over here did shrink a little bit in order to make this pantry area work. So we do have a little bit less spacing, so that will have to be a small modification over there, and some other of the other measurements as well. We already have the refrigerator plumbed in. So we did measure from this wall to the center line of the water line. So that is where that center line is going to be. We have the 220 line pulled for the range as well. No gas, but we do also have a outlet for the range hood listed above here. I did not measure that height as of right now. So they should have all the outlets based off of what our plans are. The ceiling itself is going to be about 120 inches. Currently, I believe this area here is 121 and some change. Go ahead and look at the drawings to get that exact measurement. But that should be where that break-in is inside of the ceiling. With that being said, this is pretty much where the kitchen is. Now, one thing we did do, and it's going to be a little bit harder to see on camera, but we did actually list out the island. So we have the corner piece here, and we have 2 lines. So the reason why we have 2 lines is because we are actually looking at doing either a 42-inch clear walk space, that means from countertop to countertop, clear walk space, or a 48-inch clear walk space. So with a 42-inch walk space, that is what this first line right here for 42 is going to be. Then we do have the 42 right over here. And then past that line, 6 inches, additional 6 inches, we have 48. And same thing that is going to be on this side here. So that should give the homeowners a good sense if they wanted to come in here and put some blue tape down. You can put blue tape, for example, 25 inches away from the wall. That should give you about that countertop's length right there. I did not mark that area, but go ahead and measure 25 inches away from the wall. That should give you that walking space right there, and that should give you the exact comfortability of this walking space here, whether the homeowners want 42 inches or 48 inches. Now, the limiting factor on this particular wall right here is going to be the refrigerator. At this current moment, they do have a 33-inch wide by 33-inch deep refrigerator that we are planning. Let's go ahead and verify all of those model numbers so that we can go ahead and confirm them and have them listed out on the layouts and on the floor plans. That way we we know for a fact that all of these model numbers are going to be accurate per the cabinet layout, and those are the model numbers that we are going to be going. So let's go ahead and put a schedule together so that we do have all of those model numbers listed on that cabinet layout. Again, going back to here, 42-inch walk space or 48-inch walk space. And then again, same thing over here. Now, we do not have any appliances going along this wall right here. The sink is planned to go inside of the island along with the dishwasher. Currently, as we are standing at the island, the dishwasher is going to be planned to be on the left-hand side of where the sink placement is going to be. They already drilled one hole right over here. Now, if we do a 42-inch placement, 24 inches back, this hole will actually be farther back behind than where we need it to be. We will actually need it to move forward. Now, if we did the 48-inch placement with the 24 inches, then that hole should be exactly where we need it to be. So we should assume that that hole is going to be planned for a 48-inch placement of the island. Clear walk space is where we're talking about. Now, one thing that we did also note is that we do have a window here, and where that window placement is, if you do look at it, when we stand at the end of the island here, the 42 inches right there and right here will end up giving you a pretty nice center line look at this window over here. Now, if we did 48 inches, for example, we will be off the window. And if you're standing here at the center line, you won't have that there right exactly where it's supposed to be. Now, one other thing, another deciding factor of this, or how wide your countertop may be, of course, you can always push your countertop out more towards the left as we're standing looking at it right now. You can always push your countertop out farther that way. But if you are looking at doing pendant lights, I am noticing that we do have a ceiling joist right over here, or a roof joist, I should say. So with that being said, that almost lines up exactly with where we're meeting inside of these this joint right here, which ends up being almost right there on the center of the island. So your pendant lights or your chandelier that's going to go over your island, if you are planning on placing one there, may need to be either off to the left-hand side or the right-hand side as we are standing looking at this window right here. So go ahead and plan for that appropriately as needed. If we do have a 10-foot island, and that is the spacing that we did plan on it. So the ending point being right over here, and the other ending point being right around here. That is giving me the center of the island. So this is actually where we'll be looking at the center of the island itself. With that being said, we do not know at this moment exactly how far that overhang is. I have them inside of the drawings. However, that is not dimensioned out at this current time. It's going to be assumed for right now about a 12 to 13 inch overhang. It looks like what it should be. We may need some extra support underneath that countertop if we do go over the 10 inches overhang. Typically, most countertop companies want some additional support underneath there. So that should be everything that we're looking at here. Again, biggest changes, the biggest notes for us are going to be 3/4 inch hardwood flooring, 1/2 inch drywall. Currently, we are planning for 3-inch casework around the windows and doors. That includes this sliding patio door right over here. We do have the stove, the wire pulled out for the stove, which gives us the location. We have the water line for this guy over here. I did draw out the island, so with 2 different options. Now, also, one thing to note is that I planned this island off of a 33-inch fridge. So if we wanted to, we can actually shift the island closer this way by about 3 inches in order to actually get a true 42 or 48-inch clear walking space from the front of the refrigerator door, not including the handles, just the front of the refrigerator door to the edge of that countertop. We'll want to move this island 3 inches towards the refrigerator. With that being said, we don't want to get any closer than 36 inches away from the refrigerator. That should give us a nice clear walk space. 36 inches being the minimum, 48 inches being the maximum that we should need. Anything more than 48 inches does tend to be a little bit of an overkill for this area. So that is everything going to be inside of the kitchen. I'm going to go ahead and hit pause and hit the other couple of areas. Actually, we're going to make this video 1 of 2, and we will do video 2 of 2 for the primary bathroom, the hall bathroom, as well as the laundry room. So we'll see you there. Thank you and have a blessed day.